of 1794, Wayne will go on up and he will meet the Indians here at Fallen Timbers. And with the training that he had, that he gave his army, and using the cavalry, or dragoons as they were called at that time, they were able to defeat the Indians pretty decisively at Fallen Timbers. And then Wayne will have them to come down to Greenville the following year and sign a treaty. Another little side note onto this is when the Indians were defeated, they will run up here to Fort Miami's. I'm trying to find it right here, because this was a British fort at the time, and they were hoping the British would give them refuge. But just about that time, the Jay Treaty was signed with England that kind of closed off all hostilities between England and the United States. So the British closed the gates to the Indians, which didn't make the Indians very happy. And Wayne followed them, and he set fire and burned quite a few villages and the cornfields and other crops that the Indians had, here again forcing them to come down and sign this treaty, because now they had no food for the winter, and the British were not giving them any refuge. So that's kind of a little side note on something like that.
So basically, Little Turtle was given a mafia choice.
Well, it really wasn't Little Turtle. It was more
The whole Confederation?
Blue Jacket, because before they went to war against Wayne, Little Turtle and Blue Jacket kind of went their separate ways. Little Turtle was in favor of signing a treaty of peace with the army, but Blue Jacket and his followers wanted to fight it out. And so the ultimatum that was given was more given to Blue Jacket. Even though Little Turtle was there, it was given more to Blue Jacket. But Little Turtle saw the handwriting on the wall, and like you said, yeah, they were kind of given a mafia's choice: either do this or else. And they knew what the or else would be: complete annihilation, and so on.
So, how do you think? At the time, okay, so roughly a year after this battle at Fallen Timbers, then they meet and they have the signing of the Treaty of Greenville. Am I correct?
Yes, yes. So the Treaty of Greenville was signed in 1795. I cannot give you an exact date on that, but it was almost a year later. Yes.
It's August 3rd, I believe, 1795.
That sounds right. That sounds about right. Yes.
But at this time, Little Turtle gave a presentation from what I read, and he's very eloquent.
Yes.
And talking. Discuss that a little bit, please.
Well, the only thing that I can tell you is basically what I've read from on Little Turtle. Yeah, it was a very, very eloquent speech, and he was basically saying that he was apologizing more or less for even starting a war with the Army, and he was just hoping that the Army would forgive him and not hold him accountable for any wrongdoings that the Indians had done during this time. The picture that is painted by Howard Chandler Christie shows Little Turtle offering a peace wampum belt to Anthony Wayne at this signing, and basically asking for forgiveness, and he will promise never to go to war again with the United States, and he holds true to that promise until he dies.